Naruto at one point was the biggest anime of all time, but now become one of the most disrespected brands in the industry, getting mocked on Twitter, getting compared to Black Clover, and getting completely disrespected at every turn. So from the eyes of someone that has consumed the story of Naruto a dozen times front to back from manga to anime, let's see how this happened. Well, it all starts at the beginning, which is really the end, and that's the final arc and how the final war wrapped up. Now, even within the Naruto superfan community, the final war is heavily debated, but some people thinking it was really good, some people thinking it was shit, and some people thinking it was just alright. It's important to also define when the final war starts, so let's speedrun a recap. The first phase, the Edo Tensei fights. The Edo Tenseis did not hit like they were supposed to. We saw a lot of characters with a lot of fights, but almost too many fights that they were all drowned out with characters that were cool, but in this form, they were dumbed down and there was a lot of forced emotion. The Asuma coming back did not hit like it was supposed to. It didn't have that big emotional reconnect that we thought it was going to have. Itachi and Nagato coming back, that started some Edo Tensei nonsense with Itachi, and yes, it made sense in the lore, but it seemed like they were trying to do a lot. And then Kabuto of all people becoming a relevant character was not something that anyone wanted to have on their bingo list. The second phase, when Madara joins in and Naruto fighting Masked Obito. This is really sick, but this is where the strength got out of hand. Now, it was cool for the moment, but we can see later on that it completely broke the power scaling, but there's no real complaints there. Madara being a badass is not an issue. There was also the third Rate Kage fight that was in there with Naruto, but we also saw Naruto's clones being super OP, and that power scaling structure started to creak and not make as much sense. And then we moved to the third phase, which in my opinion is the peak of the arc. We're talking about Naruto and Kurama teaming up, Kakashi and Obito fight, Obito reveal, Sasuke talking to the Hokages. The Madara Edo Tensei stuff happened again where he somehow just broke the Edo Tensei curse, but hey, no one's complaining. More Madara is obviously good, and then Madara at the end joins in with Obito. The fourth phase, when it's 10 Tails versus everyone, this is one of the worst parts. There was a lot of pointless death. Neji dying to a random 10 Tails attack was not great, and a lot of the fights with the 10 Tails were kind of strange. And then we have Itachi and Sasuke versus Kabuto, which was good, but low-key forgettable. And then the fifth phase, the Hokage jump in, 10 Tails Jinchuriki, Obito. Now, I don't feel like regurgitating everything, so let's just break it down from there. And three major things we're going to hone in on are Naruto and Sasuke being reincarnations, Obito becoming good, and Madara's death. Now, the villain turning good trope can either go really well or really bad, depending on the execution, but the thing with Naruto is that it happened a lot. And whilst Obito becoming good made sense within the character structure and within the themes, with him being a failed Naruto and so on, but when Naruto has turned Zabuza good, Pain good, Gaara good, all these villains good, we understand that Naruto has this effect on people, but we get to the point where we just want someone to be pure evil. But one of the main themes of Naruto is how the ninja world turns people into villains, given their situations and where they grew up in the wars. But violence, we don't care about that. We want violence. We want a ruthless villain. Obito has killed countless shinobi, countless people, and is responsible for the death of thousands. I understand all the memes that have come from Naruto asking him to join in, which is still funny even for a mega fan. It was a little bit cheesy. And moving on to the reincarnation trope, which I know everyone bags on, it's something that everyone fears. As soon as Gear 5 came out, it was like, please don't literally be Nika, please don't be like Yu-Gi-Oh! As someone that has read the series a lot of times, I understand that they are not literally incarnates, and the main reason it was presented in this way is because Naruto and Sasuke are breaking the cycle, but the average fan who watches it once isn't gonna get that, and aggressive anime fans aren't here to dissect this story. If you're already trying to take Naruto down, this is only going to supplement your argument and make you pretend to not know how it means, or maybe you actually don't know what it means. But to be fair, it still leaves you with a sucky feeling, and that working in conjunction with the people that subscribe to the Naruto hypocrite logic, due to him always saying he's going to win off his effort, yet Kurama wins him his fights, even though Kurama said that seeing Naruto work hard is what led him to giving him chakra. Naruto working to control the chakra is still difficult, learning techniques is still all Naruto, but if you're a Naruto hater, you're just going to pretend to not know what that means. And let's be honest, if we don't like something, we're going to present all the bad and pretend to not understand the good. And even in how it's supposed to be interpreted, it's still not killer deep or exceptional writing, but it's definitely not as horrible as people make it out to be. And the Madara debt, I got nothing. That shit sucked. Black Zetsu? Black Zetsu? He is the one that set up the ninja world. I just removed this from my mind when I think about Naruto. This is the single worst moment in the whole series by far. I don't think any level of Naruto fan to hater will disagree on how terrible of a moment this is. Probably the moment that gives the haters their argument. I mean, what? The theory is that Kishimoto wasn't writing that far ahead and had powered up the characters to such a degree that he didn't have a way to kill off Madara. But Jesus Christ, that was your solution? Just talking about it makes me mad. But as bad as that is, it shouldn't discredit every everything that came before, but it did suck. Now that was a pretty nuanced argument, but what is a more casual hater gonna say? They always rip at Naruto for this, and it should be pretty obvious to you all that it's the female cast. Look, it's hard to fight this one too, because Hinata doesn't really do that much except be in a position to be saved. Sakura doesn't do anything. Ino is probably one of the more well-written female characters, but a lot of people sleep on Tsunade, and yeah, she doesn't have any insane moments, but she has some crazy feats in terms of fighting, and she has a better backstory than most anime characters, and a lot of nuance behind her motivations, and she's generally interesting, and like, you know. But the female character argument I feel is overdone, mainly because the fact that Sakura is so hated and she's the forefront of the female characters. It makes sense, as well as the fact that Tenten is a total non-factor. She was so much of a non-factor, I almost forgot to mention her in this section. But these people act like it's the worst female cast on earth. And yeah, it might be the worst out of the big three, but it's far from terrible. It's just a little below average. But none of these compare to the single entity that has ruined the legacy of Naruto more than anything. Before I get there, if you're enjoying this video, leave a like, subscribe, and let's get back to it. And that entity that has destroyed Naruto, the fool, the clown of the anime industry, is of course Naruto's successor, Boruto. I mean, come on, it's been memed on to oblivion, and even worse than that, there's a diehard fanbase that defends Boruto like it's better than Naruto. Now, as someone that has read Boruto and watched all the non-filler, in my opinion, it's okay. Just okay. But I'm obviously biased as someone that is a Naruto mega fan, but the complaints make sense. Expanding on the worst part of Naruto and the Otsutsuki, making all the kids clones of their parents, nerfing Naruto and Sasuke, and making Boruto and Kawaki overpowered beyond belief, and of course having an even higher filler percentage than Naruto. But honestly, even more than that, I think it does damage to the legacy of Naruto, mainly for people that haven't seen either. New anime fans see Boruto clips and immediately associate it with Naruto, when in reality that isn't even a fair discussion. There isn't a single arc in Boruto that compares to the worst arc in Naruto. Not to mention the fact that it's literally a different series. It honestly makes it worse that Naruto couldn't just run into the sunset and retire, but instead fans do have somewhere to go, and it's Boruto. And all this plays into the factor of the Naruto clones and how some of them clear Boruto so much that it makes Naruto look bad. If you're confused about what a Naruto clone is, I'm talking about the anime that are super similar to Naruto. Naturally, anime is always going to be inspired by Naruto, given the height Naruto reached, but some of these anime are already being associated as better than Naruto. Even amongst haters, Naruto fights were universally accepted as the best in anime, but after the Blu-ray release of Sukuna vs Magaraga, you see people questioning the status of that from now, and even from the story perspective, these claims that the narrative of these anime are better than Naruto, like dog, if you're a My Hero fan and Black Clover fan and you think they're better than Naruto, like I'm sorry, but you gotta get some help. This all plays into people shitting on Naruto over and over again, and everyone has forgotten the peaks Naruto has reached, and I hope Naruto gets remastered like One Piece, because y'all must have forgot. Rock Lee vs Gaara is the best fight in anime history, one of the most ruthless displays of hard work versus talent, and has some of the most iconic moments that is referenced in pop culture all the time, but one of the most aggressive and brutal animation styles. The likes of Naruto vs Sasuke the first time is one of the best thematic moments and plot twists in the whole series. Seeing the main character Naruto lose and fail after everything he went through, and then his ultimate test he loses. The Chunin exams is one of the greatest arcs in shonen history, and is the standard for every tournament arc ever. The rivalry of Sasuke and Naruto has gotten to the point that if there's a rivalry in any series, you're gonna get called out for copying Naruto and Sasuke. And Sasuke as a character has his own genre. If you have a dark-haired, edgy side character, you're immediately labeled as a Sasuke clone. Sasuke vs B and Naruto vs Sasuke still hold up to this day, some of the best fights in the medium, and I could go on, but if you're still watching, you're a mega Naruto fan and you know what's up. And yes, I will mention the filler, but Jesus Christ, get a grip. We are in the age of technology. There's a million different filler guides, so would you rather there be no filler and breaks? Or would you rather snail pacing and have it be monstrously slow? Or would you rather what we got? Because is it really that big of a deal? So let's not forget that Naruto is the OG character that made us all believe that we can do anything, and the character that shook the world, and the anime that changed the genre. So if you enjoyed this video, check out this video on how Naruto clears My Hero in every way. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget, we're just getting started, we're gonna stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video.